get paid every single week from Kurv ETFs. Here's the breakdown. So as you can see, they've rolled out a new schedule for their distribution of their ETFs. Previously, they just paid once per month, but trying to keep up with some of the other popular fund managers such as YieldMax, Roundhill, Defiance, they are rolling out a new schedule, and they're going to split up their single stock ETFs to get paid pretty much every single week if you would like. And the cool thing about that, they are also rolling this out where you'll get paid every Thursday compared to YieldMax, which is every Friday. So they're not competing with them directly. This is something you can also implement and just get paid another day of the week. So I think eventually we're going to get to the point where we're getting paid every single day during the week from various ETFs. But until then, at least you have Thursday and Friday covered right now. But with that being said, week 1 is their Tesla ETF, and it's ticker symbol TSLP, as you can see here. Week 2 is AMZP or MSFY. Week 3 is AAPY or GOOP. Week 4 is NFLP or KQQQ. So really cool, really innovative that they've rolled this out. I think it'll help them grow their assets under management for sure. A lot of people like weekly income over monthly income. Ultimately it's the same, but people want their payments faster so they can compound their money quicker per se. Personally, if you're not using it every single week, typically the costs are going to be higher for weekly versus monthly. It doesn't appear to be that way for these fund managers, but like from my point of view, that would be something that would be kind of a con, getting paid once, like split up like this weekly versus just one time monthly. But needless to say, people are really excited about this. And a lot of people have been talking about moving from other fund managers such as YieldMax or Roundhill to these types of funds. And why might someone be doing that? Their NAV erosion has been less, right? So that's not to say that that's always going to be the case, because whenever you're implementing this type of covered call strategy, you're limiting your upside, right? So in a bull market, you're limiting your upside. And then if you go in a bear market, you're still limiting your upside. So when it rallies back up, you're kind of capping your upside in both scenarios. They've been really active with it. They've not been as aggressive. So it seems like, they've been doing a little bit better than some of the other, fund managers out there. But with that is they're paying a smaller yield. They're still paying decent yields on all of these, but, it's definitely smaller than some of, the other comparables in the market. Like, for example, TSLP is yielding much less than TSLY of YieldMax. So it's just kind of figuring out what exactly you're looking for in your investments. These are, as of now, can't guarantee anything, but they are eroding a little bit less than some of their comparable ETFs out there. But with that is they're paying a little bit less too, right? So they're not as distributing as much. Whether or not they're manually not distributing as much, or whether they're just selling more conservative calls, I'm not real sure about that. I'll have to look at kind of under the covers to see how aggressively they're selling their call strikes and stuff like that. But as of now, they're doing better, right? Yeah, so pretty cool there. Definitely go check out Kurv ETFs and their page on X. They've not rolled out this schedule yet, but I believe they will be in the coming weeks here. So this is the February 1st where I'm talking about this today, but it looks like they're going to be rolling this out in the next couple of weeks. So beginning February 4th. So next week it looks like is going to be the first, declaration date. So they're going to be declaring next February 4th. February 4th, which is Tuesday. They'll be going on ex-dividend date on Wednesday, and then they'll be getting paid out on Thursday. So same with all the other funds as well. So stay tuned. One that I'm really excited about, I know it doesn't yield nearly as much as the others, but it's KQQQ. It's a basket of tech stocks that they kind of select, and they're kind of more strategic with that. The problem with some of these are the single stock risk exposure. That can be a good thing. It can be a bad thing. It can be great, when these single stocks are doing well. But if they're doing bad, it can be a lot of risk, having it all in one stock per se. But yeah, do with that as you will. Do your own analysis, make your own decisions. Once again, this is not financial advice. This is for educational purposes only. Just kind of wanted to bring some light to this. Like we mentioned as well, the cool thing about Kurv is they are rolling out the weekly schedule, but they are going to be paying on Thursday instead of Friday. So it's a little different than Yield Max, right? So you could technically keep all your Yield Max positions and then start implementing Kurv, and then you get paid every Thursday and Friday, which is really cool. But yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you invest into any of these Kurv ETFs and if you're excited about this new schedule they're rolling out. Would love to hear your thoughts down below. As always, once again, not financial advice here, but if you could, please like this video and please subscribe down below. We're getting pretty close to 3,000 subscribers, so we're pretty excited about that. Cheers.